friends must be saying, what a regressive show. You're talking about women getting into the kitchen and cooking? Not just the women, I'm also inviting the men. You see, all the episodes of Mindful Mondays are backed by latest research where science is concerned. And so is today's episode, that why is your kitchen a temple? When I was working with MTV and was the MTV Artist of the Year, I was in MTV frame of mind, my mother, Veeraji, would always say the kitchen is a temple. And I would laugh. I was like, kitchen is your temple? So much so that she would even, in fact she does it even now, she would take a bowl of water and God forbid if anyone would be ill, she would dip her index finger in the water and chant mantras for 21 minutes and then make the person who's ill drink that water. She really believed in the power of water and still does. Interestingly, today this is backed by science. So the Japanese scientist Dr. Masaru Emoto dedicated his life to researching water. He would take water and expose it to different variables: happiness, sadness, music, people who are abusing, people who are grateful, people who are forgiving, love, kindness, war, prayer. And he noticed that when he froze the water, the molecular structure changed according to the emotions the water was exposed to. How fascinating. Have a look at these pictures. Look at the pictures depicting water and its molecular structure, where love, happiness, sadness, pain, humiliation, abuses. Now look at the molecular structure of the water before a prayer and after a prayer. So that's why water is so important, because water captures memory. Water changes its molecular structure according to the emotions and the environment it is exposed to. Isn't that fascinating? Now just look at the water. It has been in the city, it has come from different pipes, gathering in all the stress, all the anxiety, and perhaps some positive thoughts too. But mostly thoughts of anxiety, stress, chaos. That's why it's so important that when you fill your water, you let it rest. And when it's resting, you can play chants. And that's what I always do. Whenever I'm cooking, I always have chants playing. One line of an affirmation. You can go back to episodes of affirmations. Just see that I'm healthy. With each passing minute, I'm getting healthier and happier. And then you can sip this water and you can use this jug of water when you're cooking. Come to think of it, the holy water from Ganga, holy water from the Golden Temple, the Zamzam well, Santa Maria. Why is it that we bring bottles of this water home, keep it in our temple or at our altar, and then sprinkle it all over our home? And God forbid if someone is ill, then we make them drink that water, isn't it? Because our ancestors knew the power of water and how it can actually heal us and nurture us. So now think, if thoughts can do that to water, what thoughts can do to us, because we are water. You remember our elders would often say, किसी के भी घर पर जाकर खाना मत खाओ, किसी के भी घर पर जाकर पानी मत पियो. Be careful where you're drinking water and where you're eating your food. Of course, now we hardly bother about these things. We have chefs who are cooking our meals, and we always have Deliveroo or probably takeaway. So we're constantly eating meals that are prepared by somebody else. Do we know their thoughts? So no wonder ancestors would call our kitchen a temple. It can turn your food into prasad. Or as our Western friends would say, it can turn our food into medicine. And that's why it's so important for us to step into the kitchen and cook our meals. When the mother or the father steps into the kitchen and cooks a meal, they cook it with utmost dedication, utmost love, and utmost serenity. And then we're transmitting those thoughts into the food and into the family. Hence, it's so important to be mindful. Who is cooking your meal at home? Are they happy people? Are they prosperous people? Are they calm? Do they wish well for you? Do they pray when they cook your meals for you. Because this is not just spiritual jargon, this is backed by science. That when water has memory, it retains your emotions. Hence, when you're cooking, you're actually transferring your emotions into the food you cook for your family. And that's why nobody can do it better than the mother, the father, or the elders in your home. So how do we make it possible? Well, you can plan meals ahead. You don't have to cook 3 meals a day like I do. You can just cook 1 meal a day. Make it into a family affair. Choose what dish shall it be. Involve the children. Involve your spouse. Play chants, play affirmations. Pray. And then of course, a gratitude prayer just before you eat. And then watch the beautiful vibrations in your home and see how it affects your mental health, your physical health. And it's also important to remind ourselves, especially when life gets really busy, that what is it that we're working towards? Good health, togetherness, relationships, and good food. It is such an important part of living together as a family. It's such an important relationship that you have with yourself, which gets strengthened with food on a daily basis. Hence, spend more time cooking together, bonding with food, and it will help you bond as a family as well. So this doesn't mean that you push the women into the kitchen. This means that men, children should all help the mothers in the kitchen, perhaps cook together, and most importantly, keep the person who cooks your meals happy. Bless them so that they can bless the food they're beautifully putting together for you. So here's wishing that each and every family watching this, that their kitchen becomes a temple. May your food become prasad. May your food become your medicine. Happy cooking!